astronauts know we're good workers.
Is now more concerned than ever what the West might do.
Can the Soviet space program successfully maintain its global dominance after beating America to the moon if the entire engineering system is being choked by internal espionage? The premiere of the highly anticipated sci-fi spin-off series is taking the alternate history timeline back to the late 1960s, which means every major space milestone is going to be affected by a brutal corporate and political lockdown behind the Iron Curtain. You are watching Screen Explain TV. The victory of placing Alexei Leonov on the lunar surface first was supposed to cement Soviet superiority forever. But this high-stakes environment becomes instantly hostile because of a major structural disruption, the total absence of real-time jumps. Unlike the main series, which leaps forward a decade every season, this narrative remains firmly locked in the 1970s. This means the story is forced to focus strictly on the immediate, day-to-day fallout of the moonshot, tracking the severe psychological and physical risks taken by the crews in real time. Because the narrative is constrained to this singular era, the focus narrows onto the immense pressure bearing down on the Soviet chief aerospace designer, played by Rhys Ifans. To keep ahead of NASA, the program is forcing untested cosmonauts like Anastasia Belikova, played by Alice Englert, into highly volatile, unproven spacecraft. This leads to a systematic breakdown where technical flaws are intentionally hidden from the pilots to maintain political appearances, which means the engineers at ground control are actively sending their own people into lethal environments just to protect state secrets. This operational desperation is the obvious setup for a standard historical space drama, but that feels too predictable for a franchise built on complex global butterfly effects. The real narrative threat is approaching through an aggressive institutional occupation from within the government. The facility is being placed under a complete security sweep, led by the head of the KGB surveillance team, played by Anna Maxwell Martin. Because of this intelligence takeover, Star City ceases to be a story about scientific exploration and instead transforms into a paranoid spy thriller. The KGB isn't just watching for American spies, they are actively monitoring the cosmonauts' wives, like Tanya Markelova, and the younger, reckless cosmonauts, like Sasha Polivanov, to suppress any domestic dissent or whistleblowing regarding the program's high casualty rates. This creates an immediate tactical countdown, where a young, brilliant engineer named Sergei Nikolov discovers a catastrophic flaw in the next launch iteration. Because the KGB intercepts all internal communications, Sergei cannot openly report the failure without being branded a traitor to the state.